So this year I took on probably the biggest project I've ever done in my whole life. This was a project that nobody paid me to do. Nobody even really asked for it. I just sort of decided to do it. So this year I made a web series. I say made kind of loosely right now because I'm still in post-production. The whole process of making this thing was so extremely difficult because I did it with absolutely no money whatsoever. In fact, I spent money to make this project. The series is called 2020s. It's a collection of vignette-style short films that explore themes of young adulthood. So today I just wanted to make a quick video sort of outlining how I made this project and all the things I sort of learned along the way. For anyone who doesn't know me already, my name is Blake Kinsey. I'm a filmmaker and a video producer. I've been doing this work semi-professionally since about 2022, and this is Lessons in Filmmaking. So obviously the first thing I did was I just got to writing. I wrote and I rewrote and then I rewrote some more. I was actually rewriting this series all the way up until the week before I shot the final episode. It was important for me to remain adaptable. As long as all the through lines in the episodes made sense, then rewriting was an okay thing to do. I think there's a bit of an illusion in filmmaking that you have to lock your script and that's your script and that is what you go by. But in fact, this can remain very, very fluid, really throughout the whole process. So some of the episodes in this series, after they finished production, looked entirely different from, say, the first 3 drafts of the story. And I think it turned out so much better because of it. So the next thing I did was I just approached actors and friends with both passion and a lot of realism. What I mean when I say that is that anytime you're asking people to help you make a project, you kind of have to be passionate about it. You know, they're not gonna get behind you if you're not like oozing with passion in order to get this thing made. At the same time, you have to be very, very realistic and practical about what you're asking of people. So for me, this looked like putting a call out to my friends, letting people know that I wanted to do this, I wanted to make this thing, and if anybody was down or interested in helping out, to just send me a text or send me an email. And lo and behold, I got a few responses. And that's led to some really important collaborations over the course of creating this series overall. And extending beyond that, I led with the same passion and realism when putting out like a proper casting call. Some of the actors in this series I had only met recently or never met before, and I cast them through a casting call that I put in a Facebook group. And again, I was just very transparent about the fact that I literally had no money behind this project. This is just something I was wanting to do, but that I would lead with a certain level of professionalism, and I would allow complete use of all of the footage for all of these actors for their own personal marketing or reels or whatever else, and that I would supply them with that footage as quickly as possible. So cast of 2020s, if you are watching this and I still haven't sent you anything, please bother me, I'll send you something. One of the next things that I did was I met individually with each actor and each cast of every episode so that I could really help them understand who these characters are, what's their internal world, and what do they bring to this series. And at the same time, I met with them because I wanted to hear their thoughts about these characters. What were their interpretations and how did they want to see them realized? Each character served an individual purpose, and I was very intentional about these purposes. But at the same time, I think it's almost necessary to look at an actor and say, you know what? This character is yours now. I have certain things that I want to do, but be free, play, and we'll see what happens. The next thing I did, and really I did this throughout the entire process, but I just did most of the work myself. You kind of have to do this if you have no money behind a project. You have to be willing to really put in the hours to get it done. And one of the many reasons I made this project to begin with was because I was listening to all these podcasts at the time from this guy, Noam Kroll, who I'm just gonna give a random little plug here, who does a podcast about micro-budget filmmaking. And he was interviewing all of these people who made features or shorts or whatever else entirely by themselves. So I got really inspired and I decided, you know what? I have the skill, I have the work ethic, I have the wherewithal to make this thing myself. However, I will be honest. Along the way, I started recruiting more and more friends and more people to just help me make this thing. For instance, I thought I could really get away with doing all the sound myself on set. It's kind of a foolish thing to think, I know that now. But ultimately, I ended up having a dedicated sound mixer on every single episode. Additionally, I always had someone to run slate and sort of be an extra set of hands. On one of the episodes, I had someone come out and help out with lighting. Ultimately, I just found that having collaborators is like the secret sauce in filmmaking.
Sauce all over me.
As much as I maybe want to do everything myself or think I should do everything myself, it's always better to have a team around you, even if it's a small team. And the last thing I did, and am still continuing to do, is I am allowing perfectionism. I think perfectionism can be a fine line, because sometimes if you're leaning really hard into perfectionism, you can kind of fall into the trap of never finishing anything because it's never perfect. But I myself am a perfectionist in my work, and I kind of know when to stop. So I really took an approach of making sure that I was never doing any good enough takes. Do the work, but do it to the absolute highest standard. You'll thank yourself later when you're looking over the footage and smiling at the quality of work that you were able to produce. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. 2020s is still in post-production as we speak, and probably will be for the next month or two. But episode 1 drops on February 8th, and then every Sunday after that for the continuing 5 weeks. So mark your calendars. I'm very excited to share this work with everybody. And in the meantime, feel free to check out some of the other work on my channel, whether it's this series, Lessons in Filmmaking, or some of my past film work. There's a lot of stuff for you to check out. Please make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw. Turn on your notifications so you can see when I make another one of these. And tell your friends. Tell your friends, hey, let's come see what's going on this channel. I'm just kidding, but please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Okay, that's it for now. Peace and love. I will see y'all in the next one.